There it goes. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Seems to be working, other than the fact that, again, I have no sound. Hey, one of these days I will figure it out. Whoa! Shit! Crap! Fuck. Yes.
It is not getting any treats,
What did you do?
any human food.
Did he,
Extra of their kibble for the rest of the week.
did he try and get up on the counter?
He did jump onto the counter and was looking at the bowls.
Yep, he's in trouble.
And that's after I gave him a little bit of extra from Rose.
Yeah. Okay. My cat's in trouble. Okay. There's a very little thing and says stuff. Okay. There we go. I think I'm doing the stuff right now. Maybe? Yes. Ah, there it goes. All right. So again, I apologize for the lack of game sound because I still haven't taken the time to figure out what the hell is wrong with my setup here. But that doesn't stop me from playing it. Ha. Per the usual, hi, my name is Astrius Cat Yodi. I am slightly drunk right now. That is kind of usual. I am a veterinary technician, going to be talking to you a little bit about things and stuff, and I just realized I hadn't actually changed my doohickey. I don't know if I can now. Shite. Oh, there we go. I can actually. Hang on a second. I'm changing things on the fucking fly. All right, so I'm actually gonna stop recording. Okay. What should go to emergency? And there we go. Charity. Done. Yay! A fix. Okay. Now we're actually starting. Sorry about that for being kind of crazy. So, once again, I apologize for the fact that there is no sound right now. That is my bad because I still haven't figured out why there's no game sound going to you guys. So all you'll hear is me prattling on. My name is Astrius Cat Yodi. I am somewhat in my cups today because I have had a day. More on that actually as we go. However, today's charity is a lovely lady who actually takes care of cats. She is an expat from the U.S. She lives in Spain, and she rescues cats, takes them in, gets them medical care, and adopts them out. She is wonderful and lovely, and you should follow her on Twitter because she's also hilarious. And go throw her money if you have a few extra bucks. So, just to give my usual spiel as a veterinary technician, all of my education and own experience will come into play here. Your mileage may always vary. Always, always, always consult the veterinarian before you make any changes to your animal's care. Without further ado, oh yeah, I swear a lot. Oh, I mean a lot. I swear a lot. Without further ado, we are going to talk about what constitutes an emergency. So, it is a common misconception that your regular veterinarian is the be-all, end-all, and there is no other person that should ever see your pet unless literally they are falling apart at the seams. And I'm going to say for the record that that is not true. You can and should actually go to an emergency veterinarian in such events that I will describe heretofore. Is that even a word, heretofore? I'm sure it is, but I'm drunk. So, oh god, I have to remember all the commands of this because I never play it fast enough. Anyway, so to be a little bit more specific, what I mean is that a veterinarian is, generally speaking, your general practice clinic, etc., that you go to for your things like your vaccines, your annual exams, those kinds of things. Those are general practices. General practices are awesome. I work at a general practice because I don't have the stones to do emergency. Literally 100% actually serious here. So when I say I don't have the stones to do emergency, what I mean is that the technicians and veterinarians who do emergency work are a whole different breed of people who are incredibly powerful and have just amazing skills and willpower and wherewithal that I know a few of them. They're amazing, wonderful people, and I just don't know how they fucking do it. I really don't. So, when should you go to your general practitioner? When you should go to your general practitioner is a pretty easy question because, ladies and gentlemen, general practice. Anything that is a general concern. Ear infections, eye issues, your standard vaccines and checkups. Your dog got a broken toenail, that sort of thing. Just general little bullshit like that. That shouldn't necessarily cause your animal to lose parts permanently or, say, die in the next half hour. Those sorts of things are generally good to take to your general practitioner because your general practitioner is prepared for those kinds of situations. They are, in fact, good at it. That's what they do. The reason that they are not necessarily prepared to deal with Fluffy having their eye falling out or being hit by a car is because they don't have all that cool emergency equipment lying around that, say, an emergency room might. Think of it this way. When you have a broken arm, do you wait until your general practitioner, doctor dude or dudette, I don't know, or non-binary doctor, I don't know. They're out there. Do you wait until they're available to see you, or do you go to the fucking emergency room because you have a broken goddamn arm? If your answer is the former, I worry about you. Yes, a lot of that has to do with healthcare in the U.S., but in a perfect world, okay? Stay with me here. So when I'm talking about that sort of thing, that's kind of generally what I mean. I mean that you should be going to your veterinarian as a general practitioner when you have general practice problems. If you have practice problems that are more than just your standard everyday kind of thing, that's when you should consider going to an emergency vet. Let me give you some examples. Today, actually, I will use today as an abject lesson in when you should really be seeking emergency therapy as opposed to bringing this to a general practice. So, So, we had a gentleman bring in a cat today. Ow, you bastard. We had a gentleman bring in a cat today who had not eaten since Christmas. I will point out that at the time of this stream, it is the 28th. So this animal had not eaten for 3 days. With cats, this is particularly problematic because cats get a wonderful little thing called hepatic lipidosis, which is to say fatty liver disease. Their liver, I shit you not, starts to try to digest parts of the body in an attempt to gain some kind of nutrition, and it starts to clog up the actual liver itself, and it starts to create fatty deposits in the liver, which then causes it to break down, which then causes the animal to die. So cats need to eat. Like, literally need to. If they go more than 24 hours without food, you're going to have a problem. So that was red flag number 1. The animal has been not eating for more than... Beware of the darkness. It skitters. It bites. Yes, it fucking does, by the way. This is my least favorite level in this entire game. So, yeah, you need to keep in mind that cats cannot really go more than 24 hours without food before you start to risk pretty serious complications. So, that's not saying that they are, 100% doomed to die if they go more than 24 to 48 hours without food. But it does mean that you're treading on thin fucking ice. So that was red flag number 1. If your animal has gone more than a day without eating, you need to get it seen. And now you can take that to your standard practitioner. But if your standard practitioner is currently full up on appointments, which a lot of us are right now, don't wait. Don't wait for us to be able to go and see your pet. Please, 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 please. Don't wait for us. Just go. I don't know how to stress that any more than I currently am. Really, 100%, you need to be able to trust your veterinarian to do what's right for your pet, but you also need to be able to take care of the issue at hand when it's an issue. So if your pet cannot get into your regular veterinarian and it's not eating, that is a time to go to the emergency vet. Keep in mind that all the things I'm about to tell you are on the basis of what is optimal. I understand that cost is going to be a concern and always is, especially when we're looking at emergency vets, because they are more expensive, because they have cooler shit than we do. That's a spider in the background. Do you see that? I see that. Nobody else sees that? That's creepy as shit. I really hate this level. I maintain that everybody has that one pet that they don't like. Or not pet, but animal. And guess what mine is? And spiders. Some people don't like rats. They're wrong. Some people don't like, what's the word I'm looking for? Snakes. And some people don't like spiders. And guess who's in that camp? That would be me. So, that being the case, I'm just going to say I'm going to be freaking out during this entire thing. It's not a friend. It's not a friend at all. It's a scary thing that's going to eat me. So, never mind that the stage itself wants to kill me. So anyway, yes. If your animal is not eating, it is time to take it to an emergency vet or to a veterinarian that can see you ASAP. Another problem. The animal had not been drinking for more than 48 hours. That's a problem no matter what species. You need to be able to have water in the system within 24 hours always. I don't care what kind of pet you have. If it does not have water, we're in trouble. I don't think I'm supposed to go this way. I have had lunch dates with a spider. It was tiny. It wasn't going to eat me. God damn, I hate this level. I'm gonna die. Don't hurt me, friend. Ow! Shit! Because if you hurt me, then I have to... God fucking damn piss shit. Fuck. Ow. You asshole. Alright, so, where was I? Right. Water. Need to have it. Dehydration sets in very quickly. It's not something to fuck around with. Animals die from dehydration very swiftly. Please do not take that risk. If your animal is going more than 24 hours, shit. Why can't I get up there, you fucking cocksucker? Ugh, there. This sucks. This really, really sucks. I'm gonna die. Okay, whew. Alright. Okay. So, water is important for your animal. If it goes more than 24 hours without water, please see a veterinarian ASAP. I do not care if you can not get into your regular veterinarian. They need to be seen now. Not now, but like now. Like 2 seconds ago kind of now. I heal up from that nonsense. It does. It bites. So, anyway, told you I swear a lot in this game. Which way do I go? Ow, you motherfucker. I kind of hate you. Don't go that way. Okay, cool. Don't go that way. I didn't actually mean to kill that little dude. Even if he is a spider. I feel like an asshole now. It does bite us precious. It bites. Where was I? So yeah, that was red flag number 2, was the fact that this person's cat had not drank water and it hasn't eaten. So, like, 6 different shades of not okay at this point. And then, let's see, what was some of the other problems? Lethargy. If your animal's energy level drops, they're feeling poorly. And they're not just feeling poorly, they're feeling like shit. Generally speaking, it is highly unusual for an animal such as even a Labrador to have a sudden drop in energy. Yes, I have made light appear below me. I can't get down there this way, but... So if your cat becomes lethargic, if your dog becomes lethargic, in fact, especially if your cat becomes lethargic, I'm going to preface most of this, actually, with the fact that dogs and cats hide pain very differently. Dogs have come to rely on us for some of that shit. So if they feel like shit, they will let us know. They'll be like, ow, oof, hey, boss, I'm not feeling so good. When it's a cat, they're only partly domesticated in the first fucking place, so they are still burning on that whole, hey, by the way, I need to never show any kind of weakness whatsoever or I could get eaten. So when they start to show symptoms, you're already in trouble. They should never be showing symptoms. They should never be in a position where you're wondering, I wonder if my cat isn't feeling so hot. Because the answer is, yes. If they are showing any sign that is out of the ordinary, the answer is absolutely fucking yes. They are not feeling good. And they're in trouble. I had a veterinarian once describe it as Niagara Falls. By the time you start to see problems, they've already been... Bitch! They've already been kind of going along, floating downstream for quite some time. It's only just now that they've gone over the edge, really. So I'm gonna say that with emphasis one more time. If your cats are showing symptoms, you've got problems. I would like to get up there and attack the hive, please. Thank you. Little fuckers. So lethargy was another symptom that he obviously needed to bring this animal in, but should he have gone to an emergency room? I'm not going to say he needed to go to an emergency room for lethargy only. I will say that it is something that should be addressed sooner rather than later. If you've got a situation where your animal is lethargic and, again, your regular veterinarian can't see you, you need to get in ASAP. That's not going to happen. Which way do I go, guys? I don't want to go to this side. Oh, there's a thing right here. How do I... Oh, it's just grass. Oh, great. Okay, I can't take the grass with me. Shit, 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 shit. You don't understand. This dark kills, okay? And it whispers at you, and it's creepy. All right, so on to the next part. So those were 3 immediate big problems that this animal was having before we even got to it. Oh, come on. I so made that. Apparently I so didn't make that. Again, not going to say that lethargy in particular needs to go to an emergency room right away. But again, if you can't get to your regular veterinarian, it definitely needs to be addressed sooner rather than later. Thank God, a safe spot. So, what ended up happening to this cat? He ended up being so poorly that he didn't make it. Because all of those signs were pointing to something systemic, like I said, that had been going on for quite some time, that we only just noticed because he happened to start having symptoms. And that symptom was of a abdominal mass. So it was bad, and there wasn't anything we could really do. So all of those symptoms were pointing to something that was really, really not good. And this can be true of dogs and cats. If you have a dog that has a mass, that can also be problematic. But the good news is that many masses can in fact be operated on. They can be resolved. Some of them can even be just treated without surgery. So, ow, you fucker. Oh, shit. Shit. I'm losing my little buddy. There. Ah, shit. I need to get this thing real fast. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. Come back, little firefly friend. Oh, I'm fucking screwed. I'm fucking screwed. Shit snacks. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back here now. So, what are some other things that you should probably go to an emergency vet for that you should not necessarily wait for with us? I'm going to go ahead and say a hit by car. Yes, I know it doesn't look so bad. Maybe it only looks like bumps and scrapes to you. It's not necessarily. Just because you can't see the internal bleeding does not mean that it's not there. So you need to be cognizant of the fact that this animal may need to be immediately put in an oxygen cage. Guess what we don't have in most general practices? Things like oxygen cages. So if you get them to the emergency room first, guess what you're not wasting time on? So hit by cars, I don't care how non-damaged they look, and this includes animals that have not necessarily been hit by a car but fell out of one at any speed. That is definitely something that you want to, Jesus Christ, there's just bugs everywhere, that you want to have looked at sooner rather than now, later. Fuck you, dude. Oh, god damn. I hate the jumping game. Okay. Breaks of any kind. A broken leg, broken anything. A broken toenail isn't necessarily something to go to the veterinarian on an emergency basis for right away. If they are bleeding everywhere, then yes, please go to the emergency vet, because it is more important to stop the bleeding than it is to wait for us to get our shit together in terms of timing. Whew. Oh, I hate this part of the thing. Wait, I'm not supposed to go that way. God damn, this is a creepy fucking level, okay? I'm just going to say that out loud. Wait, I already have. So if you see obviously that your dog's leg is hanging at a very bad angle, if you see obviously that something is missing, go to the emergency room. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Please go immediately to your emergency veterinarian. They will be able to help you far better than we will. Something also that a lot of general practices do not have that your fairly typical emergency place will is an ultrasound. So another thing that you'll want to keep in mind, motherfuck, come back. If you have an animal that is having trouble giving birth, that is something that you want to go to an emergency room for. This mostly applies to breeders, but oopses happen. So you have an animal that's pregnant, and if they are not producing puppies, or kittens, if they start going into labor, and it's obviously noticeable labor, oh, thank God, and they are not producing puppies after an hour, or they have one and then aren't producing any more for an hour, guess what you need to do? Because that gets deadly really fucking fast, and I'm not joking at all. Yay, I'm a nightlight. Oh, thank God. I don't have to be afraid of the dark anymore. Okay, so I can turn it off as well. That's good. Yeah. Dystocia is what that's called. Difficulty birthing. That is an immediate please, for the love of God, go see an emergency room. Again, they have cooler toys than we do, and will be able to help you faster than we can. What are some other things that I can think of off the top of my head? Oh, difficulty breathing. And that may seem like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how many people are like, yeah, Fido started cough wheezing, and I wasn't really sure what to do, and so I thought I'd call and make an appointment. It's like, no, if your dog is having difficulty breathing, do you have any idea how quickly that can go downhill? Spoiler alert, it's pretty fucking quick. You'll want to have somebody with an oxygen cage nearby, for example. So, yeah. There, okay. Talk to Lupo. No, it's definitely not just you, Lupo. This place is covered in spiders! Yeah, it's hiding a lot. Yes. I think I will definitely buy you a map from you. Yes, thank you. Oh, by the way, shameless plug, not for me. Check out the charity I have linked in the chat. I will send it again, I think. That is her pinned Twitter post. And that is a lovely, lovely lady who takes care of cats. So if you have a few bucks to spare, throw some her way, because she does amazing work for feral and abandoned cats. So yes, much love to her. Also, she's hilarious. She makes up a lot of funny horoscopes, and if you have not read them, you really should, because they are just fucking hilarious. Like your horoscope as a Muppet, that kind of thing. So let's see. Those are some top ones that come easily, readily, happily to mind. There are more. Does anybody have any questions so far? I am burning through mana, and this is a problem. Okay. Whew. Oh, thank goodness, there's more. Yay, give me the thingies. Give me the blue. Yes, I need it, thank you. That is not what there we go. No, that's not it either. There's what I need. Can I go up? Maybe if I do this. Ow, fuck, asshole. Oh, that's right, I followed that thing and didn't actually finish what I was doing over here. And if I go this way, oh, it's that thing. that I'm never going to use. For the record, those of you who are just now joining me on this one, I never do the races. Never, ever, because I suck. And why put myself through that kind of pain and humiliation, especially on a stream? Like, watch me suck terribly. Or not. I mean, I suck enough as it is, in terms of, like, dying for stupid reasons. Like getting eaten by darkness. Can I go up that way? I can. Oh! Ah, that was almost my ass. Didn't realize I didn't have the thing on. That was really bad. Why didn't you guys tell me? You know, maybe those guys from The Darkness Rising had it right. Maybe attacking the darkness was a good call. Maybe. Or not. So no questions so far. Okay. That's fine. So what are some other things that can obviously be pretty please go to the emergency room, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Let's see, what are some of the things that... Excessive bleeding, really? I know it's hard for a lot of people to figure out what excessive bleeding looks like. But if your animal is bleeding and doesn't stop, and I mean that in terms of losing more than a few drops every few minutes, or even if it's just oozing and it does not stop over the course of 10 minutes, because that indicates there's some kind of clotting problem as well. Oh yeah, I wanted to go that way, but I couldn't before because I didn't have my nightlight. Oh, I can't go that way. Oh, that sucks. I have to go up and around. There's a whole thing over there I had just completely fucking skipped too. Okay, first, go down this way and don't die. Phew. Turn that off for a second. Now, do you go this way? Okay, so I don't have to spend all of my shinies. But I do if I want to go past this point. Oh, hi Moki. What are some things that we can do at home to reduce emergencies, like when a dog's dew claw gets nicked? And other such things can be handled at home. Very tricky and sticky. Oh! I know somebody who can use that. So, to answer that question of, like, what are some things we can do to help reduce emergencies? Have a pet first aid kit. I cannot stress that enough. All homes should always have at least a few items on hand for pet emergencies. Those include things, do I have to go in the water? Okay, it's not going to kill me, water. Cool. Some of those things should include a form of styptic powder. What is styptic powder? It is a powder that legit stops bleeding. Anybody who shaves probably knows a little bit about styptic powder. You can purchase specific for pets styptic powder. You can use just regular human grade styptic powder, usually is okay, as long as it doesn't have any other additives or anything in it. I beat you up with my light bulb. Ha! Die! And give me things to make the light bulb keep going. Oh! Yay, a shiny. Routine bandaging material. A note on bandaging, by the way. It is common for people to bandage too tightly. You want to be able to at least put a finger in between the pet and the bandage itself. You should be able to do that at least that much. It should not be a substitute for treatment. You should be able to basically use that as sort of a bypass to get you to a point where you can see a veterinarian. But please leave that to the professionals, because there are way too many times where people will actually do more damage. Bandaging can look like just cotton wrap, and or what we call vet wrap or med wrap is what they sometimes call it in human medicine. It's sort of a tacky, stretchy stuff that clings to itself, so it makes a really good bandage. Again, just to kind of hold things together if you've got something that needs to be addressed, so that you can get it to somebody who can address it. Dress, because you dress wounds. I'm funny. No, I'm not. So, what are some other things? Tweezers are useful. Animals get splinters too. Having something that will help take care of that is good. Do humans' anti-bleeding compression pads work on dogs and cats underneath the wrap? They can, but be careful of the ingredients. I would always check with the veterinarian first to see whether or not that the active ingredient is safe for use in animals. Usually that's the case, but usually is not always. But they do make some compression type stuff that has like styptic elements in it, that sort of a thing. That is a valid thing to look into. They do, of course, make pet-safe versions, so you can always look those up. Stupid plants. There. Let's see. What else should be in your pet emergency kit? Oh. This is going to sound really weird, and this comes with its own caveat, but hydrogen peroxide. If your animal ingests something that is toxic and you know it to be toxic, your first friend is the Pet Poison Control Hotline. It's expensive. I will warn you that. Even for veterinarians, if we call them, it's still $60 a phone call. Yes, I warned you. Why did I just throw that? That was dumb. I wanted to do that. And they can tell you whether or not that substance should be vomited or not vomited back up. Some substances should not be, because if you do, what that will do is cause more irritation type stuff to the esophagus, which can then burn holes in it, depending on how caustic it is. So if they eat something like a battery, that might be a problem. But hydrogen peroxide can and does work for being an emetic. If you need to make them vomit, hydrogen peroxide is a fairly safe go-to, at least for dogs. For cats, it is known to cause stomach ulcers much more readily, so I wouldn't necessarily say cats should always be given hydrogen peroxide if they have eaten something they should not. That being said, cats are a lot less prone to eat things that they shouldn't than dogs are. I don't know what it is with dogs being just very adventurous eaters, I guess. So carry the hydrogen peroxide if you have dogs, because you do not necessarily want to end up with that sort of a costly bill. And things that would qualify for what should be vomited back up would be things like rat poison, for example. Usually doesn't take more than a teaspoon or so, just for kind of a general idea. Can I go this way now? I can! Wait, I couldn't before? Oh, that's weird. Oh, well, that sucks. Maybe I can... Here? Heh. What are some other things that should be in there? A bee sting kit. Bee stings affect humans and pets usually on a similar level. To that, I mean, they cause anaphylaxis. So generally speaking, a good bee sting kit will have a topical. Another thing that you can have in there is Benadryl, because Benadryl also helps with anaphylaxis. So if your dog gets bit or stung or something by an insect and has a reaction, you can generally mitigate that with a certain dosage of Benadryl. Talk to your veterinarian about what that dose looks like for your pet in particular. I know what the dosage is. I'm not going to give that out over the internet because that will almost certainly get abused. So those are a few things that you should have on hand in case of emergency. That's another thing, by the way, that reminds me. Thank you for bringing that up. If your animal eats something it should not, that should probably go to emergency and not to us. For example, rat poison is a really big one. I don't know what it is about dogs wanting to eat rat bait. I guess maybe the same things that appeal to rats are the same thing that appeal to dogs. But it's pretty common. It's unfortunately common, especially with puppies, because puppies are curious. Ooh, a mysterious seed. And now I can get through here. Yay! Do I want to just go back? I think I'll just go straight up and then I can go hit the save point and then go that way. Sounds like a plan to me anyway. Yar! Haha! There we go. Yes, so what kind of things being eaten constitute an emergency? Ladies and jelly beans, everything. Okay? If your dog eats something that it should not, it's bad juju. The reason I say this is because I've had people say, well, he ate a hairband, but it wasn't that big a deal. It's just a tiny hairband. I'm sorry, no. That is a big deal. Because hairbands are stringy. And guess what stringy things like to do? They like to wrap around other things. And when they wrap around other things, you get problems. So really anything that is ingested that should not be, you should at least call the pet poison control. And then from there, you should at least follow up with a veterinarian if they tell you that that is something that needs to be seen, which the answer is usually yes. Oh, son of a bitch, I can't go that way. Fart knuckles. Things that I have seen ingested, eaten, etc. by dogs that have been rather serious emergencies. Batteries. Batteries are more commonly eaten than you think, and it's a problem. One, because it can cause a blockage. Two, because eating a battery generally means that the battery will break down in the system, and now you have battery acid in their stomach, and that's just no kind of frustrating, irritating. I'm just going to go ahead and recharge my battery here. Frickin' stupid piece of shit. Goddamn thing. Fucking ow. Wanna go, ow! Okay, now I'm going to be going into new territory. Cool. Well, not new. I've been this way before, but still. There. And now I can go across, and then I can go up at my nearest opportunity. Fantastic. Spikes. Ow. Bitch. Leave me alone. I don't want to be eaten by spiders or the dark. Yeah, battery acid, no good, no bueno. Do not have, do not eat, do not pass go. I use that phrase a lot, actually, come to think of it. That's kind of silly. I shouldn't. So, hair bands, hair ties, as one person in particular said when their cat ate it, a pony. It's like, oh yeah, she loves to play with her ponies. And I'm like, thinking of My Little Ponies that the cat plays with, and I'm just confused. And then I finally figure out that they mean ponytails. Or ponytail holders. I'm just like, freaking what? So, being specific with your veterinarian helps a lot, by the way. Just gonna say that for the record. Can't go that way. I have to go this way. Okay, I have a feeling I'm about to head into a boss battle. By the way, oops. Oh shit, I forgot to turn my battery on. Okay. Well, now that I can go that way, I'm going to recharge, because if I'm going into a boss battle, I want to be recharged here. With all of my goodies. Socks. Socks will bind up and cause blockages. I saw a rock. There was a cute little blue-nosed pit bull named Blue, creatively enough. Yeah, Ori, I'm feeling you with the sad face and the ew, gross. Because that is exactly what I'm feeling right now. Bleh. Hey, look. Boss battle. So, socks will bind up any kind of clothing. Dogs, for whatever reason, seem to like eating underwear. I guess because it smells like butts. That's a spider. And she's gonna eat me. I told you. Bonk. Oof. Those are skeletons. Beat up the spider. Beat her up. Oh, shit. Which way do I go? That way, apparently. Don't eat me, don't eat me, don't eat me. Reach! She ate me. Have I mentioned I don't like these parts? She kinda pretty. She not pretty. She gonna eat me. That not pretty. Alright, on to boss battle part 2. It's really hard to talk about veterinary stuff with you interrupting me like this, ma'am. It's very problematic. I'm just gonna say that. Trying to... What are you screaming? Why are you screaming it? I win! I win? I win! Yes, that's one of the wisps. It's almost like I played this game before. It's so small. Notice how all the little green things went away? It's spider babies. Oh, she's better now. Oh, baby spiders. It's all better now. I'm still afraid of spiders. It's one of the few things that you actually get to, like, fix. I don't know why they gave her eyelashes. I think that was to indicate that she's a girl. Because that's how games do things. They give her eyelashes because she's a girl. If you recall, there was a... what was it called? A tattoo artist that we actually saw that was had somebody ask, can you do a dragon on me, but make it a girl dragon? And they were like, how? So put eyelashes on it. Oh, okay. So yeah, people are dumb. Be strong. I'm trying. That's why I felt bad about those, like, accidentally hitting that little spider, by the way. Because, like, they're actually good little dudes. Where's the map? There's a map button somewhere. And I never remember how to use this damn thing. There's too many options. Okay, did I leave anything unexplored? You know, I could zoom out. Ha-ha! Over there. Okay, well, I have to go that side anyway. I need that. To talk to who? Oh, her name is Mora. I mean, she's really nice for a giant spider that 5 seconds ago wanted to eat me. Aw. It's like the spiders know or something. So, yeah, that's why I felt bad about the little spiders, because they're actually chill little dudes, and I really kind of like them. So, I mean, you know. And yes, in theory, I could go and do the little race thing now, but I ain't gonna, because I don't wanna. Down and to the... Nope. Across still. Okay. Across. So, ow. Rat poison is usually the biggest thing that we have concerns about with animals accidentally ingesting things that they should not, because that is the most common one that I've encountered, honestly. You son of a bitch. Eat my shorts. I don't know what it is with these guys and their fucking spitty nonsense, but I really don't appreciate it. There are some things you can't force an animal to throw up. For example, if they eat a rock. One way that you can tell whether or not an animal has eaten something that they should not is, generally speaking, their ability to eat or lack of ability to eat. You know what, dude? I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. I was trying to charge on him and it wasn't working. There's the charge button. Eat my shorts. There we go. But yeah, they will have trouble keeping down food and water. If you have a dog that's vomiting, that is not something that you want to let go for very long. I know that sounds like it should be an obvious statement. Dogs and cats vomiting, I mean, sometimes they eat things that disagree with them. Sometimes it's nothing. Sometimes it's just an upset stomach. If it happens more than twice, please start to be concerned. I don't want to have to be concerned for you later when it becomes an issue. That will kind of look like, I don't need that right now. An inability to keep down food for more than a couple of attempts, because there's something wrong with the stomach if it does not accept food for more than 1 or 2 attempts. I missed a spot. I missed a spot? Can't do that. I'm a completionist. Can't miss spots. All right, where is the spot I missed? Ooh, bonk. Okay, up and around the corner to the right. That appears to be the issue. Keeping down water at all. If your animal is vomiting up water, you've got issues, and you need to get that addressed ASAP. I have been in here. This isn't anything new. You lied to me, map. Ow. Can't really charge in here, because otherwise I'll get fucking aced. Why are there bugs underwater? God. I'm whiny. All right. Wee. Yeah, you're not going to get your dog to throw up a rock, but you might be able to get it to throw up rat poison. That sort of concludes that. If your animal is vomiting more than twice, kind of think of it like a kid, all right? If your kid was vomiting, all right, and they might have just a tummy upset, but if it's more than like once or twice, you might want to have that checked, because that's not good at all. So, yeah. Did I get down there? Sure looks like I did. There's no grayed out spot. Ah, I'm running away. I'm running. Cats in particular, they really shouldn't vomit very much besides the occasional hairball. if they're like vomiting continuously or even more than just twice and not producing a hairball, like a noticeable one that you can see and be like, that's a hairball, it's something you want to take a look at, because that's now a problem. Aw, he's adventuring. No. I forgot how I get up there. I know I can get up there, I just forget how. Nope, it's not that. Okay, I should probably turn that off before I use up all of my frickin' whatever they call that stuff. Spirit energy. What was I using before? Oh yeah, the Healy thing. You're still an evil bug. I'm still gonna kill you. Okay. I want it. It's there. I need it. And there's like a little tiny bit up there that I haven't managed to explore somehow. Hey, can you spit, like, up here? Thank you. Boop. Or maybe that's just the color of the thing. It must just be the color of the thing. Lame. Why do I keep getting teased with all these areas and I'm like, you haven't explored this, and it turns out I totally have. And oh yeah, this guy blows up. Okay. Any other questions? While I make a giant fool out of myself. Hate those guys. Question. Yes, what question? What? Or are you just saying the word question? Oh. He's asking the question, but he already knows the answer to it. That's fair. For the record, that's my husband. He's probably heard me bitch about it before. Oh, not this way. Why does the ER cost so much more? Ah, yes, this question. This is a fun one. So, the ER costs as much as it does because, very simply, the ER is more equipped to handle the shit that comes at them sideways than we are. They have to have staff who can withstand the crazy that comes at them. It is an area that gets burned out fast. So it's not uncommon to go through high turnover in emergency rooms, not just through the staff, but also through the ow, you asshole. And by the staff, I mean the clinic staff in terms of like the veterinary assistants and technicians and whatnot. Is that the last one? I got the one there. I got the one there. I got the one there. There are 3. I guess that's the only one I have left. Okay, cool. I really don't want to go through this whole thing, though. It's too bad I can't use you to pounce up. So, yeah, they have to afford to keep people there, is basically what I'm saying. They do not normally stick there oh, goddamn. He went back to be with his family and... yeah. Oh god, I don't go back in there. It's sad. So they have to be able to pay their staff to want to stay. The other thing too is that typically speaking, they work some shitty shifts, and I say that with absolute sincerity. The emergency room in the city closest to ours is 24/7. That means they have staff overnight. That means they have staff there at 2 o'clock in the morning. And they have them on Saturdays. They have them on holidays. They have them pretty much all of the time. And that's just sucky. So, since nobody wants to deal with that, because why would you? I didn't actually want to turn off all the little doodads, but that's okay. I would like to how do I, why to warp? I want to go to, there isn't one closer. Okay, that one. Hold A to warp, there we go. Yeah, that scene hurt a lot. Because I get it. I get going back to be with your family when you've lost them, but it didn't fix anything either. So it hurts. It sucks. So yeah, veterinarians cost a lot. Veterinarians on weekends, holidays, and graveyard shifts cost more. Same thing with veterinary staff. I mean, it's crappy hours. And yeah, there are people out there being like, oh yeah, I totally have no problem working those hours. Yes, that's great for you to say. But can you do that while trying to resuscitate somebody whose dog who just coded? I mean, it's not like we're just sitting there playing Scrabble. So it's tough. It's a really, really tough fucking job. And it's not enviable. And to that end, a lot of people do not want it. So they have to make an incentive by paying them a lot. That means that it costs a lot to be seen there. Additionally, excuse me. Additionally, it also costs a lot because they use a lot of really cool equipment that we don't have at general practices, like ultrasounds and oxygen cages and other really cool shit that I wish I had. So, yeah, I mean, god damn it. I needed that thing. Son of a... fucking... Alright, so if I do this and then I... Nope, that didn't do it either. Okay, fucking fuck, fuckity fuck fuck. I will get you, thing, at some point, but I guess that is not this day. Ow, it's hot down there. Ow, shit. I don't like you, thing that eats me. Oh yeah, I meant to go back to the Mars. I'll do that another time. So yeah, those things cost a lot of money to run. A lot of people have asked me why it is that x-rays cost so much money. Because x-ray machines are expensive as fuck. That's why. X-ray machines require usually annual maintenance. We'd have to actually have parts of them replaced that are not fucking cheap. And other such things. They need to be recalibrated. The films cost a lot. And even if we use reusable films, often as not, those need to be serviced. So it's not like it's a cheap piece of equipment to just pop over and, get an x-ray. Additionally, we have software that needs to be run for it, which also needs to be paid for and updated and so on and so forth. So, these things cost money to do as well as to maintain. So when we say, this lab work costs this much to run, it's not because we just have this little piece of machinery that's sitting around waiting to be used and we're charging you an arm and a leg for it. We don't do that, because if we did that, that would be shitty. And we'd have no clients. And honestly, nor should we if we're running a practice like that. But that is not what happens. Shit! So yeah, the ER costs more because it's worth more. Honestly. And to that end, I will also say, please don't start going to emergency rooms for things like, oh, my dog has a cough and has for like 2 days and doesn't seem to be stressful in his breathing or anything, because that's just going to annoy them. I've heard some stories from the lady at my clinic who actually does also work the ER. She works 3 full-time jobs, for the record. No, don't ask me how. I literally do not know, because when does she sleep? I don't have answers for these. So, but one of the stories was she had a lady insist on coming to see them at their emergency clinic for an anal gland expression. Literally a job a groomer can do. And insisted on coming to see them to pay the $120 exam fee for what is literally like a $20 procedure at most. So please don't also take this as I should go to the emergency room for everything, especially if, money is somehow not an object for you. Because the emergency room will not appreciate that. They would rather be spending their time taking care of animals that need it ASAP rather than animals that, say, just need a gland expression. So, since I'm about running out of time at this point, I'm trying to get to a place where I can save, which I think is over here. I think. It would help if I looked at the map, but fuck maps. No, wait, that's not right. God, I could have sworn there was one up here. Did I pass it? Is it in that little alcove? It's in that little alcove, isn't it? Son of a fucking bitch, goddamn piece of shit. I should be able to get in there. Nope, it's just talk. There it is. Yay. Okay. Yeah, $120 to squeeze a butthole. I mean, it's, as Cindy put it, she's like, I would be mad, more mad, but like, they kind of had that coming. That's their fault for coming to us for a gland expression at 2 a.m. So, please don't take this as a clog up the emergency rooms. Please call your veterinarian if you have questions as to whether or not something should be an emergency room. Do not get offended if they direct you to the emergency room, because honest to God, we are trying to help you do what's right by your pet. We are not trying to scam you out of money. We don't see a fucking dime from the emergency room. That's not how that works. It has never been how that works. So, it's not like we get promotions based on referring people elsewhere. So, please, just for the love of God, go to the emergency room if your veterinarian suggests you do so, especially if it is a situation where your veterinarian cannot see you that day. Because again, we're not doing that to dick you over. We're not doing that to be mean. We're doing that because we literally are full up of animals that have made appointments and, still need care. So, please don't take it personally, is all I'm saying. We are trying to help. We get in trouble for whatever reason for a lot of choices that we make in that regard, with people being unhappy. So, again, please just go to an emergency room if your animal is in dire straits, because we would rather them follow up with us than need to be buried. And as soon as I get my ass out of this little dark hole, I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to go in here. Yay, heart-shaped acorn. Oh, I'm so gonna die now. I guess not. Okay, cool. I would like to make it to the wall. No, actually jump, you little... There. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. I'm stupid. If you take anything away from this particular broadcast, please take to heart that your veterinarians are here for you. We have an ER for a reason, and that reason is for the best outcome for your pet. You wouldn't go to your general practitioner to just, take up their time with a broken leg when you could go to the emergency room That's what we're asking you here. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I went a little bit over. I apologize. I will be posting this up on YouTube presently. I hope everybody has a good new year. We'll come up with a new topic. Don't forget to drop a couple of dollars on Ellie if you can and help her save some kitties. Other than that, be good or be good at it and wash your hands, wear a mask, socially distance, please. Take care of yourselves.